Hi Aries, and welcome to April 2025. Okay, doing it a little differently this month, using this deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, to tie in with the Past Life Oracle deck. I just got these because I can't find my other cards, so. All right, this read is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Okay, let's see what's going on for the month of April. It's like flying by, seriously. Okay, right there. All right, thinker. So you could be overthinking at the present moment. You could be definitely with air in your chart, in your natal, predominant, like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, as in your chart, because they are the thinkers, right? The air signs. So you could be dealing with one. The number is 44, something significant about 44, or it breaks down to an 8, which is infinity, right? Okay. Someone is overthinking though, which, I mean, it really does tie into all the retrogrades, Venus, Mercury retrograde going on. You may not be talking to someone right now and you just kind of want, it looks like she wants her space. Sorry, I have my lights on for the glare, but I do love my lights for the holidays, right? Easter. Okay, anyway, let's see, past life for Aries. What's going on? Karmic thread you're working on. Look at that, the tree of life, right? The tree of life, the wisdom really of the ages. You could be also, Aries, thinking about how you're going to rebuild a new foundation for yourself, right? You have a lot of knowledge within that you came into this life with. So a lot of you could be bringing that out now into this lifetime. And the karmic thread is you have attained so much wisdom, right? And now you need to use it for a rebuild, for a new life, for however and whatever you are overthinking at this point in time. And you may not be really overthinking. Let me just push this back for a smidge. There you go. It may not be an literally overthinking, but there is a lot of wisdom that you have gained through your lifetime. And if you are meditating, really good. Being out in Mother Earth, absolutely. And I am going to also say that the eagle and or hawk or whatever bird that sits on a branch of a tree finds its trust in knowing that should it break or what have you, it trusts that branch enough to stay on it. And when it breaks, it knows it needs to go. For some reason, that came out. For some of you, your strength of your faith also is definitely being tested. Okay, let's see what's going on. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams. A conversation, clarity, wisdom, unknowing. Funny, right? Knowing but not knowing. So some of you are really thinking, for sure, about having a conversation, because if you don't have a conversation, it's going to lead to a 3 of Swords. So I feel that probably having a conversation right now, whatever it is, let's unfold it. We'll unfold it now, but whatever it is, probably a good idea to get some clarity on an issue, whether it's a relationship or what have you, let's see, so that you can be happy. We need to talk it out. it's not one of those, someone walks in the door and you say, we need to talk. I mean, it could be, but who does that? I feel that after having a conversation, it's going to really highlight issues that maybe were unknown to you, information that you didn't know, or you have attained some information that you were unaware of, and now it's like, oh my God, I didn't know that about whatever it is that you're dealing with here. Some of you are working out. You started a workout regimen. Some of you are construction workers, builders. You're out in Mother Earth, right? Getting sun while you're working. It's beautiful. Some of you live in a sunny climate. And we have justice. So it is about something that maybe it's a legal issue that is in a court that you're signing, but you don't want to sign too quickly. You want to read the fine print for sure. I'm just hearing terms and conditions for sure. And it's going to make you happy. The outcome is hugely positive. You've got the best card. Well, one of the best cards. All the cards are really important. I shouldn't say that. But the clarity that you're going to get, the information maybe that has been on your mind, and that's why you're overthinking, is coming in. Look at, and I haven't even shuffled yet. So I feel like you have been overthinking a lot about a situation that you really need to do something about so that you can be happy. Okay? Why deny your happiness? And they're just showing me, Spirit's just showing me, look, she's blind, well, kind of like blindfolded, and he is eyes closed, eyes, instead of eyes wide open, eyes shut, right? And this one too, look at this. So you already know the answer. That's what that means. You know the answer. There you are, telling me. Look at. You know that something that wasn't revealed or something that you haven't revealed is it's coming down to, what is it? The truth that sets you free. Whatever that is, really. Some of you have really needing to take action, and you know it. But here's action. With every action's a reaction, right? So you don't want to do something too quick so that it, if you do something too quick, Spirit's saying you need to avoid a disaster. So watch your words. I mean, Mercury is retrograde. So, Mercury gets a bad rap. Can we just talk about that? Mercury gets a bad rap because every time any other sign is retrograde, such as Venus, it's like, obviously we're all cautious when retrogrades come around. But what we don't understand, or what isn't shown to us, is when Mercury, Mercury is saying, wait a second, listen more to what other people are saying. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? It's those kind of things that make people, give Mercury a bad rap. And why should it be? When every planet that goes retrograde, it's always people pointing it on Mercury, because it happens quite often, right? But with Mercury and Venus right now, retrograde, we're talking, let's not say anything right now. Let's listen more. Let's read the fine print on whatever you're doing or you're looking at, so that you don't want to make a mistake. And typically a mistake is good, because that leads us to the right answers, right? But right now, I feel that with the planets kind of, you know, everything's wacky out there, especially in Aries. You know, you don't want to do something rash or, you know, make a decision too quick. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And if it is about a relationship, moving in, moving out, moving on, something has to be discussed. We need to be on the same page. Are we on the same page? Do we want the same things? I mean, really? That's this conversation. Do we want to stay together or are we unsure? You know, has this relationship expired? And why are we holding back? And that came out twice. Here. And it's next to what we said. Don't make a decision based on perhaps not having the knowledge or not having the conversation. And then as I clicked on this deck, right, as I see someone has or is really needing to use their emotions. We have emotions and logic here. And then we go to this. Oh my gosh. So if you're dealing with a past person or you've been with someone for a while that you've known or that you feel like you're learning more about someone, but I feel like someone's ready to let go. And maybe this is something that you have been really thinking about hard and you haven't said anything. If it's already happened, then so be it. It's happened. I feel you're really hesitant about giving your cup away. Yeah. And of course, you know, we already went through something that perhaps already has left your life. We went through a series, they're saying. This is a series of events that have happened, that have questioned, are still questioning the validity of a relationship. Like it's not black and white. It's still in the gray gray. You know what I mean? And we really need to know before we go forward what we want. I mean, come on. Someone has learned a lot through the last, you know, let's say 4 to 6, maybe just like over this past year. You've learned a lot about a live-in, who you're with, what you're doing, and what you want. So if you are contemplating, 4 of Pentacles, if you are contemplating a return, you could be, let me look at real quick, the 4 of Wands quickly for Aries, please. Okay, so we have the 3 of Wands. So with these 2 cards, oh wow, look at 7 of Swords. Someone was not truthful in a relationship by means of either they hid how they really felt in their heart. They really didn't expose what they felt, and maybe they want to come back now to expose how they feel. But this 7 of Swords came out twice. And it's under the 4 of Wands. I was clarifying the 4 of Wands. So honestly, someone's not being 100% here. Someone's holding back information, emotions, their truth, their real intentions, right? And does someone want to flee? Or is someone just not able? Like, this is a page. Someone may not be able to make that commitment. So let's not waste each other's time. If that's the issue, then we need to make that decision very clear. Don't waste my time, and I won't waste yours. And it may need a lot of courage to do so. So if you've been with someone for a while, and maybe for some of you, it could have already happened, okay? And now you may be, and I will ask this for an answer with that Ace of Swords and the Sun card, okay? Because I feel as if, someone is more focused on their work, on their job, on their money sector, and it's like, okay, what happens in a relationship? It gets complacent. So a relationship has gotten complacent. There has been questionable actions and or not being clear about your intentions. You and or someone else. Now we have, someone's getting on their horse. Hopefully it's not like their high horse, right? I mean, it could be. But I really feel that someone's really been working hard trying to make money. And when you're so focused on the coins, you don't, the relationship lacks. So I feel that there's been fighting going on. You have been fighting because someone's is interested more in work and not working on the relationship. And that could be the conversation as well. If it has not happened yet, this conversation needs to happen. And I think that you've been delaying it, You have Leo big time in this. Seriously. Someone's been scared to open up and speak, and now they're courageous to do so because they know, right now, if you don't speak up, you're going to regret it. So you already know that you have to have this conversation. You already know that things have to be evened out. Yeah. And you want to be happy. Hello. The goal is this Sun. I think that you've been a little scared of opening up because it just, anytime you bring up the conversation of like, where's this relationship going? Or they do. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Anytime that conversation comes into play, it's like, avoidance, holding back. Could be just, telling someone what they want to hear or someone doing that to you. It hasn't been clear. It hasn't. And it needs to be clear. Someone literally did get kicked to the curb. So this already happened, all right? And if it hasn't, then be mindful of truly, like I said, Mercury gets a bad rap, but this season of retrogrades, especially with Venus and Mercury in retrograde, we really need to step back and listen to what others are saying to us and think really hard about what it is that you want. And if you have, you have. But Spirit stepped in here because this could no longer continue. Like, someone saying, yeah, we're definitely going to, move in together, or we'll definitely get married, or someone could have just been holding back and making that assumption but never verbally saying it, right? Letting you assume. Someone could have let you assume that that's the next leveling up in the relationship, right? So that's why we don't make quick decisions, because someone did get kicked to the curb and it was quick. It was like pulling off the Band-Aid. I feel it happened already. I do feel that. I am going to go to the sun in a minute. Hold on. Yep. So now we have Starry, Starry Night here, where it's a time of hope. It's a time for reaching out to the family, to your family. It's about getting really emotionally level, right? Not level-headed. It's emotional-headed. Heading toward an emotional healing that will require you to be honest with yourself and others. Whomever has held back needs to just come to the surface and say, this is what I want, or this is what I don't want. If it happened already, then it did, right? Oh, we got 2 cards. So you're not talking to someone and you're worried because, okay, for some of you, this already happened and now you're just like, shit, I don't know. I mean, I do have the courage to speak up, but I need to. I do need to have the courage to step up to the plate. And I'm worried. I'm worried because I'm not sure what their answer is going to be, how they're going to respond to me coming back into the fold and saying, what do you think? Let's go to the Sun card. They want me to go right there right now. Yep, worried. Like you have been really happy with this person, but the level of someone doesn't feel like they're worthy of you. And they're also worried that if you or have walked away, if you did walk away, you know, the consequences of that will be sorrow. Some of you have regretted having someone very near and dear to your heart walk away from you. I feel some of you really want to be happy, but you don't believe that you can be happy or maybe deserving of being happy. You know, some people think that the clouds that move in the sky, they're ever changing. So we do need to change it from, being so sad and defeated into let's have a conversation and see if we can fix things by truth telling. Let me go to the Ace of Swords, please, for Aries. Yeah, it's like we need to have a conversation about why someone feels that work has taken over someone's priorities. Someone's priority is work. And someone's heart has hardened after this has happened. I saw this. He's literally carrying a brick. His heart has hardened. And he just is so focused on his money. And there's 3 there. So it's just like, all I care about is my job. And some of you don't even know, this is going to sound crazy, but maybe some of you really don't know what this person does for a job. Or they say they're doing one job and they're not. There's differences of opinions as well as we're really different. Can the differences hold up? So that means someone wants to hold up. Someone could be saying, let's take a break. The Two of Swords, please, for Aries. If this already happened, someone wants to come back and make things right again. But were they right? And will it be made right again? Will it? Someone feels like they have learned a lot through the time that has been spent separated. Some of you, it's a separation. You have been separated. Some of you, I really do, legal separation. Could very well be a legal separation. And before you sign on the dotted line, I don't feel it's divorce. I just feel like if someone was planning on moving in together, or someone already is moved in together, someone got kicked to the curb, it was high time that they did. The Four of Pentacles twice shows me that someone was holding back and waiting for if there is ever a right time to do it. Like to pull the Band-Aid off and be honest. You've got to be honest. And I feel that someone was really very hesitant to do that because, you know, sometimes, well, not sometimes, but how many times and how many people do you know? Comment below. How many people do you know stay in relationships because they're too scared to get out and they don't believe they're worthy and they're scared to speak up? And if they're not scared to speak up, every time they do speak up, it's a losing battle. Look at that. Wow. This is breaking the chains. Someone broke the chain of like being overly obsessive about someone or being fearful that, oh my God, I'll never find anyone if I leave. But someone already left, or they're getting ready to. Yep. I'm hearing that song. I want to know where love is. Can you show me? Something like that. You should look up the lyrics for that song because it's really good. There it is. If it hasn't happened, it's getting ready. Someone's getting ready to be like the raw, honest truth, and that's why all this thinking's happening. Because this is a hard decision to make. But Spirit's saying, if you don't make it, I'm making it for you with the Tower there. Someone gets kicked to the curb and it's like high time. Because, seriously? Sorry, I'm not sorry. Absolutely, look at that. I feel if you are a single mom with child, I'm going to say it, oh gosh. I feel that you're angry that someone came into your life, or it could be a husband or a live-in, that has been in your life for a long time, a while, right? And suddenly that you want to walk away, and it's going to affect the child as well. So if you do have a child, potentially an 8-year-old girl, or what have you, 8, 9, whatever, that's going to affect the child, and that really, or maybe you're too scared to leave because a child's involved. Oh, what was that in, oh my gosh, right? Jerry Maguire. He didn't really want to marry her, but he loved her kid. I feel that too. That's what they showed me. And can we Can we seem to start over? Nob Hill. Some of you going to San Francisco. Maybe you need a trip. Maybe like a 4-day jaunt to San Fran. Go look at Alcatraz or something. I don't know. It's really a cool place to see, because when I went, it was interesting to see the jail. The cells were so tiny. It was like they were miniature. It almost made me think like, oh my God, how did these people survive in here? Anyway, it was really good. Okay, and this is what you really want, and that's a new beginning. I feel that you are going to have to be honest with yourself, and if a child's involved, you are gonna just pull the Band-Aid, rip it off, and say, I've had enough. Yep. Your spirit guides are saying, so this is the time, especially with both those retrogrades going on, where people want a new fresh start. Yeah. And it's interesting because it's no longer, relationships are no longer in shades of gray with this retrograde, with both the retrogrades of Mercury and Venus. That's like, we're either making it or breaking it for sure. There's no gray area up until what, mid-April and longer. Seriously, someone really is going to have a hard time telling their truth to someone that they really don't want to continue the relationship, and or you could feel, let me just look at something, because I don't know, is Aries going to still feel this way, or are whoever you're dealing with? Yeah, there's still conflict. So the conflict with the 2 5s, let's see, did I have 3 5s here? You're going through massive changes. 5 5. You are. You're going through a lot of changes. Your life is changing before you, and it is scary. But that which scares us the most is where the attention needs to be dealt with through forgiveness, a conversation, peace of mind. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Twice. Justice. She holds that sword of truth. She has that sword of truth here. And she is using it this month. So, I'm going to tell you right now. Someone's getting enough courage. This is make it or break it. For sure. This is, we're either going to make it or we're going to break it. This is, you are at the edge of that cliff. And you also know that whether you make it or break it, this solidifies the ties that bind with the devil reverse. You know, can't be complacent. Look at Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone is trying to come back. Yeah. You know why? Because you're both wounded. Like the wounded warriors, you know? Both of you. This is a make it or break it time. I'm just going to say it, Aries. You may just decide, they're just telling me, One more shot. One more shot at it because you're at the 9. I'm going to give this one more shot. I'm going to take, wow. But I'm not really confident that when I do, I'm going to get the answer that I want. Because here's the thing. Really and truly, that's why these retrogrades are so important. Really think about if someone's coming back into the fold, what is the true reason? What is their authentic reason for doing so? Is there ulterior motives? And what's changed? Has this person changed in order to balance a relationship out so that it's fair and square and equal? Because that's what Spirit's saying. It wasn't fair. Things haven't been fair. It's kind of like as simple as, wow, you never take me out on dates. Date night. We don't want to say you never, but we've noticed that this relationship has gotten complacent. We've noticed that two people are living together or whatever, married, whatever, in a union that is, like more of a live-in than a partnership. And who wants that? Because that really etches away on our heart. If this relationship is lacking the emotional stability of wanting this person as your person for real, like forever, if there is, what I mean by that. But can it withstand the test of time? And that is the truth. Is someone coming back for sex? I'm just saying, because it's there. Is this a relationship that can withstand the test of time? Are you really feeling it, or is it, your ego wanting someone back? Will you do anything for this relationship? Will you? To start over again? Are they really your person? Clearly you have a great time together when you're out, but then when you get home it's fighting, or someone's too tired when they get home from work to even go out or take you out to dinner. I mean, we don't want to rehash, we don't want to bring up the things that we needed to bury from the past. We don't want to bring all that crap up. We don't. That's dead and gone. Absolutely. The relationship needs to start fresh if it's going to sustain, and it needs a conversation for sure. And that's where we stop, because that's where we started. Spirit's saying you need to have a conversation, and you may or may not want to have the conversation to get the clarity. Some of you already severed this relationship, or they did, and have freed themselves. Because we have the Death again. All right, one more card, but I'm going to go here. One more card for the outcome. Thinking, overthinking. All right, we're not going to stop at that. That's not fair to you guys. Overthinking how you're going to do it, how you're going to come back, how you're going to have a conversation, waiting for the right time to do it. Seriously, this is repeating itself. Look at that. You're coming back to someone, or someone's coming back to you. There's no doubt about it. One more time. What's that song? One more night. Give me one more night. I just heard it. Because you're my person. Wow. Give me one more chance. Someone's going to say, give me one more chance. Because I can't live without you. I need to be with you. I need to really know that if we were to walk away from each other again, that we're doing the right thing, and I haven't been upfront with you on how I feel, so I really need to give that another chance so that you understand. New beginnings. It makes total sense. Someone wants an entire new start. They want to also, and I'm going to say it, Aries, you've got, if you're coming back to someone or they're coming back to you, the slate's got to be cleaned. Forgiveness has to happen. There's no more judging. There's no more criticism. There's no more arguing. It's like we're two adult relationships that have to see and seek common ground. If you feel the way that I feel, then let's make this work. If you don't, then let's sever ties for good. Because the severing, so that's why I was saying before, with the planets right now, so much is happening in the sign of Aries and the retrogrades. Mars, I should say. I'm going to tell you that this is all about what we want, what we believe we deserve, and how we're going to either walk away for good. There's no shades of gray here. And if someone wants to come back because they feel like they want, Mr. Gray, it's not going to happen. This is either we're in it to win it or we're done. What's the song? YouTube. Your song of the month is With or Without You. All right. Comment below, please. Like and subscribe, please. It's not costing you a thing. The algorithms of YouTube for my channel, it would be great to have you help me out. I love you guys. Have a great month. Take care.